Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Train Sim World. My name is YoAdrian, and today we're going to be back with the Northeast Corridor route. We're actually going to be picking up that other scenario that ended up breaking on us while in the middle of recording. The New York nuisance one where we're rescuing a broken down ACS 64 at the New York Penn Station and haul it back to the Sunnyside yard for maintenance. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do today. Pick up where we left off in that. And yeah, it kind of sucks that there's only one scenario with the cab car, and there's two with the switcher. That kind of sucks, but I mean, hell, nothing I can do about it. So, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick up where we left off, and hopefully this works this time. So let's go ahead and hit last played, and I'll meet you guys in the scenario. Alrighty, so as you can see here, we're currently stopped just outside of Newark Penn. I ended up doing that for the scenario for the purposes, but we're stopped at a clear signal. We're gonna go ahead and dim our headlights here to low. We got a clear signal, but they want us to stop at New York Penn track 14 just because I want to do the coupling and stuff in this video basically again. So we'll see what we got going on. Luckily it saved all the settings that I have on here, but damn, those windows are dusty as hell. Probably like how it is in real life too, to be honest. So I mean, hell, can't really complain because it's realistic. So we're on a clear indicator now, coming to an approach indicator. Can't really see the signals, to be honest. So we are on approach indicator coming up in about 100 yards, which I don't see whatsoever. But yeah, also with this scenario I had to do some illegal shit just to get it here as quickly as possible. So there's our approach indicator. AMTK 798 approach. And that means our next indicator is going to be a stop indicator. Nope. We didn't hit that signal yet, so we're on a approach signal still. Next up we'll be hitting is a stop indicator. Oh, a clear indicator. I am confused right now. I don't know how you do it from a clear to a stop indicator, but okay. Okay. Alright, AMTK 798. I'll stop Sunnyvale. Main 2. Or main, what was it? What's it going to be? Track 14, basically. Stopped a little too soon, but that's alright. Better stop soon than stop too late, so I mean, that's all that matters. Turn on the bell just because we're coming into a platform. AMTK 798, all stop indicator here. Track 14, Newark Penn, out. Go ahead and stop it right now. AMTK 798 understands we have okay to pass signal displaying after stopping signal displaying stop. Newark Penn track 14 got authority to pass signal displaying stop. Track 14, track single main or track 14 to track 14. I believe we're going westward direction. Looking out for train ahead. Over. I think we're going westward direction. I don't know. So you want us to go ahead and couple to that. So what we'll do is we'll actually turn off that rear, turn on the rear, and we'll do low for right now. So we are clear to proceed past that stop indicator signal, which is good. It's hard seeing that locomotive. Okay, there we go. Do that little safety stop before we actually hook. I was going to say, it's very hard seeing the locomotive through this view. I mean, you see it, but you don't know when you're actually going to get coupled onto it until you actually get coupled. There's another service coming into our left there. Okay, here we go. Luckily, it's not like the Acela Express where you'll have to actually... We're going to wait for a moment, let their air couple onto my air. Do that in reverse. There we go. Throw that in neutral. uncouple the ACS from the passenger cars, which is what we'll do. We'll actually hop in here, turn on the marker lights really quick before we actually do anything. Marker light on. Perfect. Now let's try not to actually fall down like we did last time. Let's actually try to keep this good. Unlocked. So we got marker lights on. And they are unlocked, so we're probably going to have to send a new unit out for this train. I don't know, though. They still want us to wait for a moment, so we'll see what's going on. You would think they'd want the brake or the brake set on the handrails. Or the handbrake set on the passenger cars. But I could be wrong, though. I guess I could be wrong. We got a clear indicator heading back this way, so that's a good sign. Hey, step away from the switcher. Step away from the switcher. Okay, they keep locking on. I don't understand. There we go. So now we should be good. I think. Let's figure this out. Because I want to try to move this thing before I set handbrakes. Let's see if this thing will actually move now. I'm hoping it will. Alright, let's remove that. Brake is going down. Still on a clear indicator. Released, released. Yeah, see, this was the exact same issue I had last time. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I found a fix for what's going on. I ended up looking up this issue, and apparently everyone's having it. So what we have to basically do is put our automatic brake all the way into emergency, so let it run its course into emergency. Because supposedly whenever we have our AES-7, the brakes are set to passenger instead of trailing. So that is going to be a factor, because if it's not in trail, we cannot actually tow it. So we set our brakes into emergency. Go ahead and release them. And then now we should be able to be good to go. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. Let's go ahead and set our throttle in reverse. Maybe not. That's what the other guy did, and that seemed to work for him, so. Hold on, let me go check to see if this is actually in trail. I'm assuming it is. Yeah, it's in trail. Released, released, out. I probably want it forward. So now let's try it, because he seemed to do a full emergency brake application. Worked for him, but I guess for us it's a whole different ball game. Alright, there we go. So finally we did it. We got it working. All we had to do is the same thing. Put it into emergency. And now we are good to go. Man, that was a pain in the ass. And I gotta say, that's... So, luckily I'm not the only one having that issue. But there's the other AEM-7 awaiting us to actually get this one out. But supposedly we're having a lot of issues trying to get it out. So, like I said, we're not the only ones that have had this issue. Basically, if you are still trying to figure out this scenario, set your switcher all the way into emergency, so your automatic brake will go all the way into emergency. Wait till the white dial goes all the way down to 0, and then release your brakes. Do it once or twice, maybe 3 times if possible, and then that should reset your locomotive. Because supposedly whenever you start this up, your your broken down ACS7's brakes are in passenger mode instead of trail mode. So there's your basic factor. So you want it to be in trail mode. You set it to trail mode, it's not going to do anything. So that is the reasoning for that. So, like I said, put your train into emergency for a couple seconds, or put your train into emergency about 2 or 3 times. It should reset itself, because you'll notice when you have that little exclamation point to the left of the red dial there on the speedometer, if that is showing yellow, that means you are not good to go. Keep doing it until you hit turns gray, and then you are good to go. Now I want to give a shout out to Neil08NI, who actually, I was watching the video while I was trying to figure this out on my own, and he kind of did that. He put into emergency. He did the same thing I did, tried messing in the ACS7, and then so basically that's what we both did, and he showed me how to do it. So I'm gonna give a shout out to him for showing me how to basically do it. So I have his channel. I'll have a link to the video and his channel down in the description below. If you guys know him, let him know I shouted him out for this video, because I could have not figured it out for the life of me. I would have never even thought of putting my train into emergency just to figure it out. So luckily we got it figured out, which is a good sign. So I guarantee you that's what we're gonna have to do if we ever do that second scenario, because a lot of people said once you couple onto the cars, the handbrakes are all applied. So I'm assuming that that's bad juju for us, just because, hell, I don't want to set handbrakes on every single, or release handbrakes on every single car we couple onto, because that means we'll be there basically all day in that scenario, and that's not something I want to do. So unfortunately we won't be doing that second scenario. For the switcher, this is pretty much enough for us. Let's go ahead and full throttle this bitch up on an approach. So we'll max it out at 45 since we're on an approach signal on a light engine move, so we can technically still use our independent brake instead of our train brake. So, but I wish this locomotive did have its ACS software and ATC software installed, which it does not. So there's a factor of maybe we should get that updated a little bit. Same thing with the cab car, because like I said in the last video, I've been trying to get the ACS software to work. So we're basically going in with cut it out software, which means I can't run solo. I'd have to have a second person in the cab, which means we'd have to set it out and wait for a helper loco, or what do they call them, a protect engine basically. Yeah, I would have to sit there and wait for a protect engine if it was just me in the cab. If there was a second person, we can actually go ahead and just cut it out, cut it out, so that it wouldn't, so that we, instead of having the one person, we have two. We can cut it out. That way there's 2 people watching out instead of 1. So unfortunately that was not the case, so we actually ended up having to do 1 person with it cut out. And then as you can see here, we got ACS 6447, or ACS 45 647 with a broken pantograph. So I'm taking it to the maintenance facility in yard loco siding 4. I'm hoping all switches are aligned for our movement, but that's not something I can vouch for, because I don't know. And if you guys are wondering why I'm going so slow, that's because I'm going signal speed. So signal speed for an approach is 35 for freight, 45 for passenger. We're going a little bit slower, 30. That's because we do have a 30 coming up, but that's still in 1.8 miles, so we can kind of speed this up just a tiny bit. But it's also the fact of we're a diesel locomotive in electric territory, which I mean doesn't really have any effect on anything. So here we go, amps are going up, so speed should be going up. Everything here is released on brake wise, so we are good there. But we are on a 1.2% in grade, so that doesn't help us out either. But you would think for like a light power move like this, it really wouldn't matter, but then again it does. We'll just full throttle it up, I don't care. We'll just full throttle it at 460 amps. So what it seems to be maxing out at is 462. It is, he's going down in amperage right now, so we're at 444. Going down on another approach. So 0.7, we're going at a 15 mile an hour. zone and a 0.6, so 1.3 miles, 1.2 miles now we're at our destination. So I'm going to start slowing this train down to 15. Looks like we might need the help a little bit. But the and train brake, nah, I think we'll be alright. Yep, we are good. Alright, so we got an approach signal. Looks like we got some rail over there. I think this is, no, this was the, yeah, this was the way we came in through the first time. It looks different because we're actually going backwards instead of forwards. There's a wiper here, but why? Okay, so the wiper switch is there, but I don't see the wiper for the front. And that's what I don't understand, is where's the wiper switch for the front? That's something I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. It is really raining out here in New York today. I'm gonna go ahead and slow this thing down. Actually, let's see, maybe it's over here. No, yeah, see, there is no wiper switch for the front anyway. Let's go ahead and shut that door. Then we're gonna be on a diverging approach. That's the one thing though about the Northeast Corridor, is that like all the signals flash. So like I'm used to it being, if it's flashing it's limited, but here it's probably just a regular diverging approach. I'm assuming switches are line and locked for a movement then if we're on a diverging approach. I'm assuming. No, they are not. Maybe. Hold on. Hold on a second. Where the hell do they want us is the question. Oh, okay. I see. So our track turns around into that. Okay. I was like, wait a second. So our track specifically turns back around into that track that we're supposed to go on. Because I'm like, wait a second, there was nowhere we were supposed to switch at. And then it's like, nope, it turns around. So we're good. I was kind of getting confused for a second. I was like, what in the fuck? So I forgot that Sunnyside is a balloon track, has the balloon track basically, so that's what we're technically on right now. So great times. Hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you guys are, smash that like button. Make sure you guys drop a comment down below letting me know what you think as well. If you guys want to see more Train Sim World, if you guys want to see more Train Sim, less Train Sim, anything, don't care, comment it down below. You guys are awesome. I know those select few that always comment on every single one of you, that comment on every single one of my videos. You guys are awesome. All you subscribers are truly amazing. We will definitely not be here at 2,800 without you guys, or 2,900, whatever I'm at. I haven't even been keeping track, to be honest. So I would not be here without you guys. So thank you guys so much. We are coming up to a 3-mile-an-hour zone. Holy fuck. So I'm wondering if that's because that's through the train wash. That has to be because it's going through the train wash. There's no way that's going to be a 3-mile-an-hour zone. I'm confused. Maybe it is a 3-mile-an-hour zone. Interesting. I don't want to sit here and go 3 fucking miles an hour. No siree buster. It is the train wash. I can't whip it through the train wash. I mean, come on, man. I can't switch me tracks like right before. Come on, man. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Looks like it kind of stopped raining a little bit. That's because we're under a bridge. Never mind. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm not going to do 3 miles an hour just because that's bullshit. Well, I mean, I guess if I'm trying to be an engineer and then they watch this video, I probably should. So we'll do, yeah, I guess we'll do the 3. I would honestly hate to do this through your 3 miles an hour, even if you're not taking a train bath, but it looks like it's going to because they're spinning a little bit. So, yay. So this thing can go up to 120. I kind of want to test that. Yeah, that damn train wash. We're going to blind the hell out of us. It's raining and we're using the train wash. What else is new? It looks like we're coming back up to a 15 here in 52, so we're good. We're good. We are good. You gotta suffer through the 3 mile an hour for a little bit longer. A tiny bit longer. But yeah, who would have thought that in a scenario like this, it would bug out like that to where you have to set your train into emergency to actually be able to move. Holy shit, that's blinding. But who would have actually thought that? I didn't even think about putting my train into emergency. I was sitting there in the ACS-7 trying to set everything in the trail, setting the brakes, releasing the brakes, closing out the MCB. I was trying to do like every single thing in there, but it looks like we got a restricting signal up here. I've never actually seen a restricting like that before. I've always seen it red over white, or lunar over red, not lunar over lunar. So that's definitely new to me. Never, yeah, like I said, I've never seen a restricting signal like that before. And you could tell it's restricting because it's lunar or white, whatever you want to call it, basically. I think it's lunar, or is lunar green? I don't know. We'll call it white, just in case lunar is green. I don't know. But we are coming up to a 5 mile an hour zone right now. I'm kind of confused because we're actually going up in distance to our final destination. But I'm wondering if that's because of the balloon track and then we're just going to go back around. I'm wondering if that's what that is. I don't know. It's hard telling. Look at all those bugs on that front of the ACS locomotive. That's kind of cool how they actually implemented that. So we already got about 5, so we'll slow down to 5. Not what I want to do, but you know, it's rules. It's rules. I'd set you to notch 2. There we go. Or set you from notch 2, I guess I should say. Yeah, see, it's going up. 520, it's going up. So I'm trying to wonder if it's because of the balloon track that it's going up. I don't know, though. It's hard telling. Yeah, it's very, very hard telling if it's because of this balloon track that we're on. Yeah, because it's still going up. They're going to hit 600 here soon. I don't feel like going 600 yards at fucking 5 mile an hour. I was going to say, I remember taking this thing through the train wash, and I don't recall it being 5 miles an hour. That's the part I don't understand. Because we're coming up on the balloon right now, and our destination's all the way over there. So if we have to go 5 mile an hour all the way over here, that's I'm not gonna like that at all. Alright, so we finally made it in the yard. It's going a little bit faster than expected. So we finally made it into the yard, thankfully. The only thing about this wiper, though, is it doesn't go all the way down, which kind of sucks. Short people, it sucks. So we want to tie it down over there at 200 yards, basically. 210 yards, I should say, now 200. That's where they want it tied down at, and that's where we will tie it down at. But yeah, I gotta say, 5 mile an hour all the way through that is kind of pure torture. I would go 15 miles an hour if I made up the rules, but I don't make any rules, so I just abide by them. So I mean, hell, 5 mile an hour through there is hell, especially if you have to do that like multiple times a day. I mean, yeah, you're getting paid for it and stuff like that, but fuck, I would not want to go 5 mile an hour through that multiple times a day. Then you got that 3 mile an hour limit up through the train wash. Even if you're not using the train wash, still 3 miles an hour, which is kind of stupid, but you know, can't tell them nothing. Alright, let's go ahead and start slowing down. There we go. Boom. That's how we do things here. Uncouple that ACS locomotive. You're neutral, you're off. Okay, you're on. Cool, cool, cool. We'll go ahead and uncouple this bad boy. There we go. I think I still got the markers on that side. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're still on. Oh, so now they want us to go to yard siding 5. So let's go ahead and turn the markers on both sides, just so people know that, hey, there's a locomotive here. I feel like that'd be the smartest thing to do. Boom. Oh, we locked ourselves in. That's not what we wanted to do. There we go. And they want us to go to 5, so we'll do just that. I'll climb up the steps, open the door, shut that door, shut this door, sit in our engineer seat, back her up. Gonna leave that with markers. Gonna turn my headlights on just because. So it's not that far away of a switch, basically, so that's a good sign at least. So we're technically speeding right now by going 6 and a 5, which I don't understand, but whatever. So they just want it left there. You would think that they'd want to put it like in the maintenance facilities or something. That's a weird maintenance facility because you got 4 bays but only 2 tracks per bay. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that don't make no sense. I gotta love this game sometimes. But yeah, I saw a lot of bad reviews on this. Basically on this DLC pack, just because of the fact of the scenarios with the switcher don't work, and then a whole bunch of like other reasons and stuff with like sounds and realism with the ACS and ATC software that's not like functioning. So yeah, so it's a lot of bad reviews. And I mean, I kind of understand where they're coming from. If you want to make a realistic software, then, you know, at least add all the realism that you can to it. So like the ASCES software and the ATC software, which is like standard on the Northeast Corridor, you might want that if you're trying to do something realistic, you know. Like, that's just a given, basically. So, I mean, but I mean, I can't really say much about it, so I'm not going to. But that's just my opinion. If you're going to make it like realistic, at least do it so it is realistic. That's kind of, yeah, like I said, that's just my opinion. So, but this is probably going to go ahead and do it for this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said earlier, make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. You guys are truly amazing. And yeah, we will definitely not be here without, definitely be where we're at without you guys. So go ahead, hopefully tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dog, tell your wife, tell your husband, tell everyone about me. And where are we supposed to go? They want us to, oh, you're kidding me right now. You are shitting me. You don't want me to stop here. You want me to go all the way over there. You dicks. Y'all are a bunch of dicks. Now I gotta stop and make sure this switch is properly lined up for myself. And then I gotta make sure that that switch point over there is lined up for myself. Y'all are a bunch of dicks. You know that? We stopped a little bit too far, but oh well. It's aligned. God, this is ridiculous. Gotta make sure everything's lined up and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, you think you're stopping there, but you're not. And then you're gonna sit back in the engineer's seat. And then you're gonna turn your front headlights on instead of your rear headlights. And then you're gonna do front medium. And then you're gonna do this. And then you're gonna do that. And life on the railroad at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. But I mean, I want to assume that since pretty much all the tracks have been lined up for me except for that one, I want to assume that it's going to be lined up for me. A man can only hope. I mean, yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah, it looks like it is from here, so I think we'll be fine. I honestly, I like the switcher though. I mean, I don't know if it's like actual prototypical sounds and stuff like that, but I mean, it's a nice DLC. It looks nice. It's more fully functional than it would have been in Train Sim 2019, so that's definitely a good sign. But I mean, hell, is it really worth the $20? Not really. Maybe sell it at $9 or $10. I mean, really, it's not really like, yeah, it's not worth 20, 10 for sure. So if you guys do get it on sale, it's probably the best bet for you. I ended up paying, I think, $5 off of it, so it was like 13 or something like that whenever I got it. No, 15 or something like that. I remember I got it on a deal. So I was actually excited for when this came out, and then next thing you know, none of the scenarios would work for me. So I was kind of like in a bummed out state. I was like, no, work, no. But we're going to stop right here. Good to go. We're going to... Can we take it out? Remove it, independent brake there. Climb down to complete the duty. Turn that off. Turn you off. Everything off. Boom, you off. And there we go. Not what I was supposed to do, but that's what I did end up doing. Oh, the headlight's not off. Oh, well, not worried about it. Well, maybe it is. Maybe that's a street lamp. Nope, the headlights are definitely not off. Alright, guys. Yeah, like I said, make sure you tell your friends, tell your family, tell anyone you know about me. And I'll catch you guys here on the next video. Looks like we went 53 minutes trying to figure this crap out. 8.3 miles driven and 0.7 walked. We're leveled up to level 6, level 3 with the NEC, and level 2 with the switcher. So yeah, guys, that is going to go ahead and do it. Take care.